This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
I'm Brittney Saunders.
And I'm alright, hey, and this is High Scrollers, the podcast version of your favourite group chat.
If it's trending, going viral or has you gripped, we're talking about it.
And this week, we're going trending, we're going viral, and we have you gripped with our shooting ass pain, our Havianas, and our Acras tea.
And me wearing no undies.
Yeah, if you've seen the broadcast channel on Instagram, you already know what's coming up today. But today's episode is a little different to our regular episodes that we usually do here. Not much tea from the internet, but lots of tea from Saturday night. We're going to take you behind the scenes of the Australian Commercial Radio Awards and all of the chaos that went down Saturday night. I think I should just shut up and let's get into it. Deal me in, doll. Let's go.
Good morning, Matthew.
Oh, good morning. And isn't it a splendid morning today?
Yes, it is. We've just come off the back of a eventful weekend at the Acras.
I'll say.
If you're in our High Scrollers broadcast channel on Instagram, aka our unhinged group chat, you would have seen the night unfold. And if you're not in that group chat and you're listening to this pod, get the fuck over to Instagram and join it, because we've had a big one. We've let our hair down at the Acras on Saturday night. And we let loose in the group chat.
Yeah, which every time I told everyone, yeah, off to the Acras this weekend, they're like, what's that? I'm like, it's the Logies of the radio world.
Yeah, so it's the Australian Commercial Radio Awards.
Uh-huh.
We didn't win anything. I feel like I don't even want to talk about that.
Okay,
I
fair.
just want to move on.
Okay. Next.
We didn't win shit.
Well, so much happened. I feel like this should be a close friends episode because it got nothing to do with what's been happening on the internet, but we don't care. So we're just going to make it the main episode because we've got so much to talk about.
This is our pod. We can do whatever we want.
So we will start from the start because there's one thing I want to talk about, which we did put in the broadcast channel already, but I rocked up. You were staying at the Darling at the Star. How was that experience, by the way?
Well, really good, but I've noticed a few things about the hotel. I don't know. Do you want me to talk about that now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
We've got to drag out the Acras. We'll get the juice. We need our listeners to stay till the end.
The Acras was at the Star Casino in Sydney, and so I thought I'm just going to stay right there. Like, how bloody good. Convenient.
Also 2 minutes away from here, so you were nice and early today.
I got here in 2 seconds. I was an hour early. Anyway, really lovely hotel. Couldn't recommend it more, but I got two things that I noticed. And one of them you saw as well, Matt. So Matt came to my room and we got ready together. We went live on Instagram. It was so fun. First thing, in the minibar in the hotel room, we opened it up and because we wanted a little drinky. And we opened it up and they had like a little Belvedere mini bottle. And so I pulled it out of the little slot because I wanted to read how many standard drinks it was. Like I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2. Yeah. And then on the door of the mini bar fridge, it says important, automatic mini bar, fully computerized. Every item you take out will immediately be charged to your account. And I'm like, oh, shit. So quickly put it back in. But this morning when I was checking out, I've taken a few photos just, I'm going to put them in our broadcast channel.
Yeah.
It looks like a normal fucking fridge.
Yeah.
So how could a fridge be computerized?
Weighted, and there should be a little tab at the back, and once that tab lifts, is there a tab
Really?
at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the bottle's in there, the tab's down, so when you pull it out, the tab lifts and that charges you.
What if you're just like us and you just want to have a little look? I just wanted to look at the back of the Belvedere thing to see if it was 1 standard drink or 2.
That sign needs to be on the front of the door.
Yeah.
Not on the side of the door behind the Belvedere bottles.
I know.
It's fine because we ended up drinking those anyway. So.
Yeah, we did. But anyway, that's the first thing that I just wanted to comment. But I love the hotel. And the other thing, which I know, I feel like every hotel does this. But so yesterday when I woke up, because I stayed for 2 nights because I'm not fucking driving back to Newcastle in between, I was ordering breakfast on the room service app.
Uh-huh.
You know when you're getting room service at a hotel, why are the individual breakfast items so expensive?
Give me an example.
Half an avocado, $6.
Oh, that's rough.
2 pieces of toast, $6. You can get a loaf of bread for less than $6, like the whole fucking loaf. Bacon, 2 pieces, $8. Mushroom, $8.
No, now that's a raw, that one.
Egg, $6 each. You can get a carton of eggs for less than $6. Like, I don't get it. If you make your own breakfast, like a build your own breakfast at a hotel, why is it going to cost $100?
That's business, baby.
And then there's like a room service charge on top of that.
Yeah, see, they're playing silly buggers with that. And then on top of that, I remember I stayed at a hotel. Where was it? Perhaps Adelaide, and it was like the service for the for them to bring it up, but then it was also like 15% on top for Sunday surcharge, and then also because I had ordered it after 10 p.m, there was a late night surcharge of 10%.
Egg
Pulling me
each
leg.
$6.
Yeah, $6 for an egg's rough.
So they're my 2 concerns I had with the hotel.
But it was stunning.
Oh,
I
the
will
hotel
say.
was stunning. I would definitely stay there again.
Yeah. But just take a packed lunch because the room service is too much. But anyway, the point is we were talking about the hotel because as soon as I walked in, you were checking in at reception.
Oh, yeah.
Just had my facial, just had my hair done. I was ready for the red carpet and I was getting ready with you at the hotel. Checking in, I look down and what do I see? Dun, dun, dun. Brittney is wearing none other on her feet than the one and only Havianas. And you've got them on again today.
I do. So I have to take back what I said a while ago.
Very me.
Yeah. So a while ago, I was ranting about thongs and how I fucking hate them. Now, look, I will say I still don't know if I think I still hate them. Okay?
You're just in a trial phase, aren't you?
I'm in a trial period because after that rant about thongs in general and how I think they ruin every outfit, but I do want to say if you're being casual or going to the beach or on holidays, that thongs are fine. Okay? I just want to put that out there. Havianas, or however you say it, Havianas, right? They have come out with a square toe thong. So that's a little bit more chic. And I've seen all the girlies on TikTok styling these square Havianas. And I'm like, maybe they're cute. Because the round, can't get behind that. So anyway, I was influenced by the influencers of TikTok and I purchased a pair of square Havianas. I've got them on right now. I still feel like they look Darrow.
Right.
But maybe I'm not in the right outfit. I think you have to wear like a really chic, elevated but basic outfit. See, I just got jeans and a top on today. But yeah, I did buy them. I don't know if I love them.
Oh, I love a thong. I am a thong stan.
You like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I will say I can definitely get behind the square toe better than a round toe thong.
Tell you what, when I went camping, which, we haven't spoken about that either.
Oh.
This is a Close Friends main episode, sorry. But I went camping, as you all saw. You would have seen the vlog on my socials and things. Fabulous time, great company. Camping, not for me, could never do it again. But as I said, it's my friend's 30th birthday. We've been friends for like 25 stupid amount of time, 25 years.
Do you reckon that's weird, by the way, when you say things like that? Does it make you realise how long you've lived when you say, I've had a friend for 25 years?
Yeah, but
because in my mind, I'm not 25.
No, actually, I'm lying. It wasn't 25 because what were we when we met? 8. How old am I? So 22 years or something. Anyway, it's her 30th birthday. Wherever she decides to go and whatever she decides to do, I'm obviously going to do it. So I went there with bells on, ready for it. And I actually had a very camp time camping. But fuck, next time I need like a Winnebago. I can't do the on the ground sticks and rocks in a sleeping bag vibe. Can't do that again. But it was nice. It was very humbling. It was nice to be somewhere with no reception either.
Oh, yeah.
It was quite fun.
See, I've only been camping once when I was maybe like 9 or 10. Mm-hmm. Went to Koala Shores, it was called, somewhere north of Newcastle. And I loved it. But I got nits.
Oh, nice.
I got nits. So I was there with my dad and my stepmom and all of us kids got nits.
Pouring petrol on your head.
Yeah. For some reason, I got sent home to my mum's halfway through the camping trip. Mum must have dealt with the nits and then I went back to camping. Like I went home and I think Shaz like fucking took all the nits out, then I went back camping. That's the only time. But I really want to go again. But then after you saying that you didn't love it.
Yeah, but I think you just need, it's just because I stayed in a tent. I've never been camping in my life. And if I have, it was with the boys from soccer and we go on, camping at the end of the soccer season. And, my mum would always be like, well, we'll stay in a cabin, darling. And they can all stay in their tents. And my mum was like, oh, we'll borrow so-and-so's caravan and sleep in that for the weekend. So I've never actually roughed it. And this campsite had no running water and no reception as well on top. So it's was really kind of like off grid. But everyone there was so shocked that I'd never slept in a tent before in my life. And also at the end, everyone was like, so do you love camping now? Are you ready to go camping all the time? I said, fuck no. For our 40th, I hope we go to fucking Thailand because I'm not doing this again.
Oh my God, our next birthday's the 40th.
But of course, if she does, I know Ashley listens to the pod. So if you do want to go camping again, darling, I will be there with bells on and I will show up for you. But my vote is, Thailand, Vietnam. Let's do something like that. But yeah, had a camp time. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because I had to buy a pair of thongs because I've now evolved. I'm definitely acting 30, which by the way, everyone, it is my birthday month. So say happy birthday or you're getting blocked.
Excuse me. Can we just all take a moment to remember the fact that you forgot my fucking birthday this year? If anyone didn't hear that episode, Matt just fully skipped over my birthday this year. I haven't said that since.
Anyway.
I feel like if that was the other way around and I'd forgotten your birthday,
I'd bring it up every week.
Yeah, you would bring it up every week on the pod. And you're having a birthday party 3 hours drive from fucking Newcastle. So guess who's driving 6 hours there and back to go to your birthday lunch?
And what did you do for your birthday? Maybe if you'd invited me, I would have remembered.
Yeah, true. I didn't do anything for my birthday this year.
Well, whose fault's that?
Mine.
Anyway, the point is, camping, what did I forget? Thongs.
Oh.
So I had no thongs, so I had to walk around in joggers, and then that got annoying. And then we went to the beach and I had to go barefoot, but there was a few 100-meter walk to the beach through bush. And I was like, I'm either going to step on a stick or a snake. So I was like,
steak.
Oh, so I was like, I need to buy some thongs. So we went into town the next morning. Listen to me. Oh my God, I know all the lingo. 40 minutes up the road into town. Still no reception, but they had some thongs. But at the little convenience store there, just the one, and they're massage thongs. So they got bumps on the bottom on them. Yeah. So they massage my feet as I walk. Oh my God, they're gorgeous.
What are those called? You know the cream ones with the strap over your foot, and then they're all bumpy. What are they called? Is it masseurs?
I don't know.
Love those.
But they're similar to those, but thongs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, love it. I forget where I was going with that. Anyway, back to the Acras. We check in, we get ready, everything's fun. A few of the Nova people come over, we have a few drinks. That's right, that's where I was going with this.
You were drunk in the room before we even left.
Now, keep in mind, I had a busy day of facials and hair appointments. So I didn't eat anything pretty much all day beforehand because I was just running around. And
that was our biggest mistake.
I've told you before, on days when I'm a bit nervous, I just don't have an appetite, so I forget to eat anything. And so me having hardly anything I think I had breakfast and I had a protein shake. Okay, not enough. Anyway, not enough to have as many cocktails as we did before we even hit the fucking red carpet. We ordered to the room, which was nice. Thank you, Brittney. And they brought lychee martinis and a passion fruit martini.
Yeah, they were good.
Vodka lime sodas.
I would recommend the passion fruit martini if you ever stay at the Darling.
The lychee one was great as well. It was it blew my head off. It was so strong. Anyway, then all the Nova team show up and I'm already fucking wasted. Mm-hmm. In heels, in my dress, balls hanging out. It's all happening. And I don't know, I was just feeling myself. Kylie was playing. We had Kylie Minogue on, bit of chapel, having a good time. And then all of a sudden it was right, everyone, we've got to go now. So I've then taken the rest of my lychee martini and gone, well, I'm not wasting this. Threw the whole thing back, which also someone offered me a champagne and I thought I'd just throw it in there. So it was also champagne in there as well. Anyway, it was all wrong. And then we get to the red carpet. I am seeing stars, baby. I am on another planet. Honestly.
You seemed fine, though, I will say.
I've watched the videos, babe. I don't know what planet you were on, but I was on fucking Jupiter. I couldn't see straight. And then what's so random is, so one of the photographers who does all the red carpets, basically, he's very lovely, love him. And he randomly was like, oh yes, you look so good. Come through here, pulls the rope from the red carpet. And suddenly I'm off halfway down the red carpet. I'm now off the red carpet, over on this random wall, doing like a photo shoot, like climbing the wall like a gecko, doing all these
I did
photos.
see that at one point. I'm like, what is Matt doing?
He's going, hands over here, hands over here.
Do you have videos of that?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even think Hannah was getting all my BTS for me. And I think I don't even know whether she knew where I went. It was just so random. I couldn't see a thing. And he's going, look this way, look this way, look this way. And I'm going, oh my God, if I turn my head anymore, I'm going to vomit. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, back on the red carpet, finished the whole thing. In we get, Brittney. How was your experience on the red carpet? Because you didn't wear any undies. or a bra, and you had a see-through dress on.
Oh, it all went wrong. Okay, so Matt and I were live on my Instagram getting ready in the room, which was so fun going live. We just did our makeup. I said I wanted to get my makeup done in half an hour. Like, I was like, okay, I'm doing this in half an hour. Every interruption that could have happened on that live.
Yeah.
And so then I got ready and I finished and you were still doing your makeup on the live. So then I thought, I'm just going to get dressed. So I got dressed and then I showed everyone my dress on the live and then everyone's like, it's see-through. Like, we can see your undies and your bum crack. And I'm like, fucking great. I don't have any like Spanx or anything. I can't wear Spanx because it hurts my back. Does anyone else have that? Because I think it's like the tightness. My back aches. So I just can't do Spanx. But it was definitely the kind of dress that, like, I didn't know that it was see-through. I tried it on at home like one night, so I didn't notice it was see-through. So anyway, I've basically flashed my nipples and my ass crack on Instagram Live, which we didn't even care because we'd had so many drinks. So then I had like neutral undies on. You could see them through it, like a G-string, but everyone could see it. So then Matt's going, nah, go put the black undies on. So then I'm changing into my black undies, come back on the live, show everyone. It was like, no, we can still see
That
it.
was worse. The butt crack was worse with the black on.
Oh. And so then it was just this big thing on the Instagram Live. Meanwhile, there's like 500 or 600 people watching.
And then we voted and we were
voted.
like, take a vote. Undies or no undies? Everyone went no undies.
So I wore no undies to the Aquas. And then I was so worried. Like, it was fine. Like, you could still see my bum crack regardless because you can't hide your bum crack no matter what colour undies you got on. But then I was really nervous that we were going on the red carpet. It was going to be flash photography and my dress is fucking see-through. Now, luckily, the dress on the front lower part, it had like this tie feature. So that was like covering the lower region. And then it was like a strapless dress with like a fold over my boobs. But if that crept up, which it was creeping up all the time, you know what off-the-shoulder things are like? Yeah. You could see my nips. So I was just going onto that red carpet so worried that I was going to get a flash photo and you were going to see my nipples.
Oh, my God.
But I think it was fine.
It's fine. I think everyone was distracted by my balls hanging out. It's so good.
Somewhere out there on the internet is photos of your balls hanging below your dress and my nipples shining through mine.
Oh, my God. Trust us.
Yeah.
A room full of professional, esteemed guests, you know, radio royalty in the room. And here we are on the red carpet with our private parts on display for everyone. I mean, you can't make this shit up, can you?
No, but it was fun. And then at the end of the red carpet, probably one of the highlights of my nights was I saw this lady, this woman, and I thought she was on the Saddle Club. I think it was Lisa from the Saddle Club, for any of you that watched it. She came over and like was talking to some people that I was talking to, and then I was like, hello, like, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I said, you were on the Saddle Club. And she was like, oh, yeah. And so I had like a fangirl moment with the girl that plays Lisa on the, was it Lisa on the Saddle Club? Yeah. The brunette one with the middle part in like a pony. And that was just the highlight of my night. Got a selfie with her, but not on my phone. It was on her phone. So I'm going to have to hunt that down and get her to send it to me so I can put it in our broadcast channel.
I love that.
But I just had a fangirl moment, met her. And yeah, the red carpet was fine.
The red carpet was good. Now, when we get in to the actual ACRA's ceremony, we sit down, the drinks are flowing. I'm now on the Savvy Bees. Yeah. I think I knocked back about 12 in the
It was one of those events where there was no bar. Like, the waiters just kept coming around with like the red, the white and the sparkling.
Yeah.
And they were the only options as well, which is so dangerous. So, yeah, we were on the savvy bees.
We will talk as well. We got a 3-course meal.
Oh,
Entree, pork belly. Oh, my
entree,
delicious.
burrata.
Oh.
You know how you usually go to those events in like a big events thing and it's like chicken and steak, but they're like gross? The food was fucking phenomenal.
The mains were, we both had steaks,
Yep.
didn't we? And there was also salmon as well, but I don't like salmon. I don't eat seafood. So
See, well, mine was salmon, but
swapped it with the girl next to you,
yeah,
which
because
is
they
fine.
weren't there yet. So
Yeah.
I just did a quick swap and gave her the salmon.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But the steak was, delicious. And whatever there was like a baked kind of like either
Potato?
with a little bit of some sort of something on top.
Oh, I could go
Couldn't
one of
even
those right
describe it.
now, to be honest.
Oh, it was just beautiful, really. I mean, and for an event like that where you're serving what? It would have been like 1,000 people in the room, you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Like to serve that and get the food so right and fabulous. Oh, the steak was juicy. Whatever that potato thing was. Oh, ate it up. And then dessert was little like lamingtons, I think. I had a vanilla lamington.
See, I didn't have any of those.
Oh, well, I had 3, so they were gorgeous. And then, of course, sinking back all the drinks, they had all these performances. I'm up dancing. Everyone around me. Until the last performance, so there were like 2 performances. I was up dancing. No one else in the room up dancing. I'm going, get up. I'm literally telling people, get up, dance, get up. Like, I'm that person going, get out of your seats. And then by the end, there was like a rock band at the end. So everyone had like a lot of drinks. They were called the Screaming Jets. I've no clue who they are, but I was so drunk I knew every word to their
they
songs.
perform in Newcastle all the time at pubs.
Probably.
Yeah.
And so then everyone was up and I'm swinging my napkin round and everything. I've had to walk into Nova today and like I was ready to apologise for my actions, but everyone's like, no, you were
fine.
so fun. And I'm like, thank God, because it's a fine line to walk, isn't it? But anyway, and then after the Acras, we went downstairs to the after party.
Yes, which was in the old Marquee nightclub that's closed down. And that just went from 0 to 100 as well.
So fast!
Like
so fast, you don't understand.
like all of a sudden this nightclub was pumping. Matt was like, we got the booth right at the front next to the DJ. Matt was doing a performance for the whole club.
I don't know what. It's because you have to understand, we went from like a sit down awards ceremony, which I will also give the Acras credit that it was very fast. Like
Yeah.
it didn't drag on. It was like, here are the nominees, here's the winner. On to the next one. Here are the
Yeah.
nominees, here's the winner. There was no one was, well, there was like 1 or 2 awards who got to do a speech, but the rest kind of like took a photo backstage and just got on stage to get their award. So to go from the Acras where we're sitting down having a 3-course meal straight into Marquee, which by the
They
way,
didn't
everyone
fuck
goes
around.
straight down. So like as soon as we walked in, we were one of the first to walk in, but within 30 seconds, it was
There's
at capacity.
strobe light, a DJ.
Oh my
it's all
God,
fucking happening.
It's all going off. I don't know what's happened to me. I'm like at the front at the DJ deck, you know, dancing, going crazy. And Kylie Minogue comes on. Well, I've gone sick, haven't I? I mean, I'm in the dress and the heels. I better get up.
We do videos and say, put this in the broadcast channel. So you will find all the videos. If you want to see our entire night, it is documented in that broadcast channel. Embarrassingly, I haven't watched any of them back.
No, I did. We're fine.
Oh, okay.
A few people were like in the broadcast channel were like, oh, this is a real close friend story. Oh no, this will get deleted in the morning. A lot of people saying, hopefully none of this gets deleted. We have no shame.
No, it's never
Something
getting
that we
deleted.
get drunk. Leave me alone.
Exactly right.
It was our night off, and we never get to do things like that. So it was
It
fun.
was a good time.
No, none of it's getting deleted. And then Marquee, okay, so after party was fun, camp, did a little performance. Then we were like, let's bounce because we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's my biggest regret.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you have to understand that like the after party is full of like industry people, so it's like their chance to have their night out as well. And I was like, I didn't want to be the tacky influencers who are just like in the DJ booth being like, hi. So I was like, I think we just wrap it up and let the Nova team have fun together because they never get to do that. So we bounced, and I thought it was a good decision, but Brittney did not.
No, that's my only one regret. I just wish I stayed at the after party longer, but I didn't want to leave you because, okay, so all fucking week, Matt had been so excited to go clubbing.
With you?
Yes. So
Because all year we've been trying to.
Yeah. See, but I think the thing that did it for me was in between us leaving the Acras and getting to the club and getting in the club, it was like a 2-hour window.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because no.
Yeah.
No. Your timing's way off.
So we
I
left.
think it was like an hour.
No, we left the Acras at like 10 and we didn't get.
No, it was 11. I told Toby to come at 11.
No, 10:30.
No. I'm getting the text message up because
Okay.
you're wrong. Seriously.
It was 10:30 and then he didn't get there till a tiny bit after. Anyway, because we were all dressed up, we went back to my hotel room. Matt had a full fucking shower. I took my hair out because it was in a really formal hairstyle. And then it was just a downhill slope for me from there. We waited for Toby. He came. Then we all got in an Uber. We went to see one of his friends. Then we finally got to this club. And it was Charlie XCX night, right? Really exciting. Like, love Charlie XCX and the whole Brat thing. So it was Brat night. Apparently, Matt always gets VIP entry into this club because he's got like a membership or whatever. But then because it was Charlie XCX night, we couldn't get the VIP entry. So and it was so busy. Mind you, Matt is saying to me, I've never seen this place this busy. So
apart from like Mardi Gras, but I just mean like post-pandemic. It used to be like that all the time.
Right.
But post-pandemic, like, no, there's never a line. Like,
so then also, it's freezing all of a sudden. And so we're waiting in the freezing for like fucking 20 minutes to get into the club. And you know when it's just like, I can't. Like, I'm in this line. I'm fucking freezing. It's been like over an hour since we left the after party. To me, like, the night has just got to keep going. Like, bang, bang, bang. If you slow down, then I'm done.
right.
So we finally got in.
Whereas I love a break. I love an intermission.
I've got to keep going. And so we get in finally after like 20 minutes of waiting outside, which is fine. Like, good on them for having such a busy night. I've never seen so many people in a club in my whole fucking life. It's hot in there. There's good music playing, like all Charlie XCX music, but it's like people if they were like a can of sardines. You know when your shoulders are never not being bashed by someone else's shoulders and you can't walk a step, like you actually have to barge through people? It was like that and I'm like, no, this is a fucking disaster.
Which is so funny because I'm loving that.
Oh,
you know
and
what I mean?
Toby are having the time of your life and they're like, come on, let's get up on this stage. There's like 600 people on this tiny little stage. We get up there and I'm like, I'm just fucking done. And it's just like, I can't explain to you like how many people were in this nightclub. Like your shoulders are constantly touching someone else's and because everyone's dancing, it's just like you're getting bashed from side to side.
Dodge them cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say though, I've never really been to a club like that. Like, would you say it's just a gay club?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never really been to like a gay club. Or maybe I have, but not like that busy and big. And I will say the one thing that I loved was just like how everyone just seemed to not care and they were all just having a really good time.
Yes.
It is so different.
This is why I love it.
Yeah, and I can fully, like, mentally I was just sober and ready to go to bed, but I did love, like, looking around. Like, there was, like, a cage across from us. We were on this stage and there was the cage. There was just a guy in just undies and he was just swinging off the cage, dancing like he was in his own music video.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking oath. And everyone was just, like, having a good time. I met a couple of people, they're like, you're the fake girl. And I thought that was really cool. But it was just so good. And it was just so different to like a regular club where there'd be like straight guys and whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's what I did really like to see. Just everyone just letting their hair down, having fun. Everyone was dancing. No one cared. People had no clothes on.
Yeah.
Like it was just, I loved that. And I wish I could have stayed longer, but it got to a point where the shoulder barging, like, and just getting knocked around. Like, if you're not fully into it, then it's just not enjoyable.
Yeah, you just got to embrace it.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm already like 2 hours sober by this point.
Oh, you were not.
I was.
Have another drink. They've got a bar.
It was like 20 people deep. I wasn't going to
No, they move quickly there, though.
Oh,
they know
do
what they're
they?
doing. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
so it got to like 1:15 or something, and I was like, I'm going to go. Matt, you stay. Toby, you stay. So off I went home, had a shower. Best decision ever.
Nice.
Yeah, but you stayed out.
Oh, and we had the best night. Like, we actually were like, that was one of the best nights we've ever had out in such a long time because we literally stayed till close, which is so embarrassing. The DJ was so good though. Like the music just we kept kind of saying like, oh, you know, when a shit song comes on, we might leave. And then that just never happened. And the lights came on.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been there when the lights come on and they say everybody out. I was like, oh my gosh. And then we were like, we're not done. Like, we want to go somewhere else, which we couldn't find anywhere open. But we wanted to like keep going. Like, I was like, why not? So yeah, that was all the savvy bees keeping me, and the lychee martinis and the champagne and the vodka lime sodas and the vodka lemonades and the vodka cokes.
See, look, at least we can say we've been like out clubbing together. But I think I've just come to the realization that I am just retired from clubbing. But I will say as well, like that place was like hectically busy.
Yeah, that was a very, very busy night. Like,
Yeah.
And the different levels and everywhere's full. But even on a like regular night, like it's still very similar to that. Like
Right.
as in it's there's still a lot of people and there's still the shoulder bumping. But I think it's just like about, you know, how your attitude like towards it. Like I think if you weren't done and you were in a better mood, like
Yeah.
you would have just embraced the
I was
shoulder
just
barging
done.
and be
Like
like,
after we went
"Woo!"
back to the room, there was that hour of like showering and whatever. I was just done, and it just makes me
Well,
realize.
imagine me going and shoulder barging in that dress and heels. I had to get changed.
you did. I think for me, my ideal night is going out for a 5:30 dinner and having wine, cocktails, great food, good company, and then staying there, having more cocktails, then going to like a little bar cocktail lounge kind of thing and just sitting down. There might be a mini dance floor, you know, and a couple people get up, and then being home by midnight. That is my ideal good night.
Can't relate. I want to be swinging from the roof, you know. I want to be in a cage, naked boys around me in the undies, you know. I'm doing
I
backflips.
would even go to a pub, like just sitting at the pub drinking all night.
No,
like,
I want to line up shots on the bar. I want to lay on the bar. Shots. What do you call it when you're body shots?
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, find me at the bowling club.
That's my type of night.
Sitting outside, having drinks. That's me. That's who I am, I've decided.
Different strokes, different strokes. Oh, well, there you go. That's fun. Oh, I was just about to wrap up, but we haven't done a royal flush. We should
Yeah, we
probably
better.
we should probably do something related to the internet in this episode. So it's time for our royal flush of the week, please.
Please be upstanding for the royal flush.
What have you got for me this week? Wait, what have I got?
Yeah, what have you got?
Oh, God, I forgot I wrote this. Okay.
What?
Okay, so I saw a TikTok. My royal flush of the week is actually a bit of a conversation starter. And I mean, we've been pretty rogue in this episode already, so we may as well continue the fact. But, Brittney, I've got a question for you. When you get your period, do you get shooting ass pain?
Okay, so I've seen everyone talking about this, and luckily, I've never experienced this shooting ass pain, but I've seen a lot of people talking about period and like the shooting pains.
Okay.
I will say that you do get period poos, and they're just like explosive.
Whoa, okay.
But I've never experienced a shooting pain.
Hannah, do you have a different opinion? You look
Do
like
you
you're
get the
shaking
shooting
your head.
pains up your ass, Hannah?
Do you get the shooting pains in your ass?
No, she's saying
she
no.
doesn't.
I've
Do you want to go Google girl shooting pain period? Shooting ass pain period. Because the reason I bring this up is I saw a TikTok, right? So I've known that like it's a common thing for people who get a period to have shooting ass pain, which is a shooting pain in the asshole. And no explanation to it, nothing. But I thought it was just something that came along when you had your period. Well, I saw a TikTok from someone that said, I just found out that boys experience shooting ass pain as well.
What?
And my life has changed forever. And then I'm reading all these comments from like straight men who are like, I can't believe there are other men like me who also get shooting ass pain. I'm just going to say I've never had shooting ass pain in my life, but fuck, am I missing out? I was hoping you could like take me through it, but
I've
you've
seen
never had it
everyone talking
either.
about it on TikTok recently as well, but I've never experienced that on my period. I definitely get like bad period pains and everything, but never up the arse.
Okay. Says it causes the pelvic floor to go back down. What does that say? Go Google girl. causes muscles in the pelvic floor to contract, resulting in pelvic pain.
I get really bad lower back pain, like right in my lower back. And I'll tell you a great hack for all of you out there who do get a period. And if you get really bad lower back pain, I lay on the ground on my stomach and then I make AJ sit on my like lower back / bum, and just the pressure of AJ with his full weight sitting on my back and then my stomach like pressing into the hard ground. Get him to do that for 10 minutes and then the pains are gone. And every month I'm like, can you please sit on my back? And he's like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, my back is like constantly fucked at the moment, but it's probably because I swing from the roof and dance in a cage. Anyway, but Sky and I have been doing couple stretches recently.
Oh.
So he, holds on to my leg while he hangs off the edge of the bed to stretch his back.
Nice.
And then I'm in like the fetal position with my arms out, holding his arms. He's like,
really
do this one.
should be stretching like all the time. I never do fucking stretches. But then I see those videos. It's like, here's the stretches you should do every day. And there's like so many benefits. But
There's a real good one where he sits to stretch him. He sits cross-legged on the floor, and then I'm on the bed with my legs on his legs, and then I pull his arms up above his head. So my feet are like pushing down on the bottom half of him, but pulling the top half up.
Right.
And it stretches out his back and realigns it. It's a really good one because I've done that one too. And that just sets me right. But anyway, that was a bit of a fail of a royal flush, but I was going to talk about shooting ass pain, but no one in the building has had it. So scrollers, if you've had shooting ass pain, keep the conversation going in our scrollers group chat, please. We'll have like a little, as we do each week.
we forgot that last week.
Oh, the episode thread.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry. But yeah, when we put the episode thread in, just give us, look, I'd love some stories of, have you ever had shooting ass pain while driving and what's happened there? When's the most awkward time you've had shooting ass pain, how has, I can't imagine your wedding day and you're trying to do your vows and you've got shooting ass pain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real pandemic out there. Anyway, that's my royal flush. It was a bit of a fail, but we're moving on to yours now.
Yeah, well, my royal flush is just this lady on TikTok that I saw. Her name's Nicole. She looks like she's a nurse. I don't know. She's in Scrubs or something. Mum of 8 kids. That fucking says it in her bio, and registered nurse. So she posted a rant on the weekend about KFC.
Oh, yeah.
Just listen to this. Sorry, Nicole, I'm calling you out.
I'm so fucking angry. KFC make my blood boil.
Like, first of all, it's just KFC. Like, really? I wish this was the problem that I had.
I love that I know exactly where this is going.
We don't get KFC very often, but hot and spicy is out. And it is one of my favourite things in the whole world. And if you live in Australia, well, in Melbourne, you would know that hot and spicy is not on their regular menu. So it comes out maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So I thought, okay, Friday night, we will get KFC.
The way she's breathing, like, she is really fucking riled up over this.
I walked in there at 5:25. My receipt says I ordered at 5:30. I said, can I have the giant feast all with the hot and spicy?
The way she's like she's, by the way, she's like outside in the car when
But
she's
also
doing this.
like, wait, we'll get to the end, but I'm thinking of something we'll say it at the end. Keep going.
Waited 15 minutes
Oh, no, not 15 minutes.
for the order.
You got a giant feast. Like, what do you want it in 30 seconds? You're going to have raw chicken, babe. Like, you got a
the
giant
only one
feast.
in there. The young girl passed me my order and I said, oh, is it all hot and spicy? She said, yes, it should be. And I said, look, I'm just going to check it because we live half an hour away and every time I order, it's wrong. What do you know? I open it up, it's all original chicken. And I said to her, I ordered hot and spicy. She turned around and looked at the chicken and said, oh, we don't have any hot and spicy at the moment. I said, So
that's cooked, I'm with her.
Yeah.
So far, I'm with her.
She should have said, like, the person should have said, we don't have any hot and spicy when she ordered.
And
like,
also, like, for that girl to be like, to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the correct thing. Lazy.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now,
yeah.
I'm on her side.
Okay.
fucking packed my order.
She's raging.
Knowing there was no hot and spicy. You ordered, you packed it as original and you gave it to me without saying anything. And she's like, oh. I said, get the manager. So the
Not get the manager. Oh.
manager come and said, oh, there's a 20-minute wait on hot and spicy. I said, that's fine, as long as it's correct. 20 minutes went past, I stood up and I went to the counter and I said, how much longer on the hot and spicy? Mind you, by this time, the place was packed. There was about 20 more people in there. And the young guy
I'm going to have to fucking speed this up, honestly.
Okay.
goes, oh, it's up. And I said, well, where's my order? The manager comes over and says, I need someone to pack that order now. She's been waiting.
Wait, it's too fast.
Another
Yeah,
5 minutes
sorry.
goes by. And the manager's like, oh, calling out these numbers. Oh, I've done that one. You packed that one. I've done that one. I said, so who's doing my order? And one of the kids goes, I am. I said, okay.
Also, can I
Next
pause?
minute-
Yeah.
Like, I'm...
Get to the point.
I just want to say that I'm like laughing with her, not at her. Like she's actually the most theatrical like storyteller that this is like.
She's really dragging it out.
Like I'm just really enjoying listening.
All right, let's
I'm
keep
sorry
going.
for your misfortune.
He's packing someone else's order and he calls out someone else's number. And I said, when? Next year?
That's a bit rude.
Yeah.
And he walked off. So then he comes back with my order. I check it and I said, it's still wrong. There's no popcorn chicken in there. He's like, oh. I said, go get the manager.
Not go and get the manager.
The manager comes back and I said, what are you going to do about this? I said, this is fucking ridiculous. I said, every single time we order from here, it's wrong. And we don't.
See, that's what gets me. Like, every single time we order from here, it's wrong. Why do people keep going back to the same place?
Right.
Like, especially like me being in business, I've had people, let's say, go into a Fate store and maybe whoever was working was having a shit day and they didn't get greeted by like my Fate employee. Like, you know, people will go out of their way to contact me and say, I went into your store and I was ignored and I'm never going back there again.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like those people would never come back to a Fate store again.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it with fast food places that people are constantly let down? Like, you know, when you go to Macca's and the soft serve machine isn't working or the milkshake maker's fucking broken. Why do people keep going back?
Yeah. Well, when I worked at McDonald's, I actually found out that 85% of, I think it was like 86.3% of people who say, I will never come back here, come back to the store and purchase again when it comes to...
I don't get why people keep
Fast
going
food.
back if you're constantly let down.
I think it's actually, God, we don't have time to get into this, but I think it's a much deeper conversation around the fact that society thinks that people who work in fast food restaurants are just lesser human beings than other people so they can get treated differently. Like her just one issue and straight away going, get the manager after one issue. Like I wouldn't ask for a manager unless like till the third thing has been wrong. And you know what? I probably still wouldn't ask for a manager because I trust that the person serving me can actually do their job because like I just have such a problem with one, the way that people treat fast food workers and the notion that they're like the dumbest people. When reality is, when I worked at McDonald's, I was working with really smart people who were paying their way through university and things like that because obviously I'm on day shift. I mean, the high school kids that are 14 and they don't know how to put two chips together to make a meal. Sure, I get that. But that's the other thing is like you're yelling at like a 15-year-old. Like,
I know.
how does that
Well,
make you feel good?
We're only like halfway through the rant. It keeps going on.
Oh, fuck her off. I'm over it. Is there anything else she says that's
well, she
funny?
goes on to talk about like the training of the staff and everything.
Yeah,
and
okay, play it. We'll see what happens.
Hang on, I
I'm
got
so
out of it.
fucking- And it's like, oh, sorry, I do appreciate your patience. I have managed, oh no, what do you say? I have coached my worker to triple check the orders. And I said, yeah, but you've coached him and it's still wrong the second time. It's like, well, what would you want me to do? I said, I want a refund. It's like, oh, okay. And I said, I'm still taking my food. I was so angry and I'm not normally an angry person. It just boils my blood. And by the time I got out of there, as I said, there was about 20 more people waiting. There was about 10 people just scrolling on their phone, willy-nilly, quite happy to wait. The other 10 people looked like they were going to punch someone out. Seriously. Oh my gosh, I can't even. In the end, it's like, what would you like me to do with it? I said, well, what can you do? It's like,
I just don't get this. So I feel like this video is my anti-royal flush. I just saw this and I get it. It's frustrating if you're going somewhere and they get your order wrong. But secondly, like, if this is your only problem that you have in the world, like, why are you jumping on social media to rant about this? Like, it sounds like she got exactly what she wanted. She got a refund. She got out of there, and she's going to go back again.
Yeah.
So
She'll go back another time.
I know. So why the massive rant? And then the comments are very mixed. Like, someone says, let's abuse fast food workers. What a fantastic attitude.
Right? I don't know. I just feel like I think it's got a lot to do as well. Drive-throughs are a real big one. Like talking over the speaker box, like people, they don't see your face to begin with. So they haven't made a connection with you. So they think they can be rude to you.
Yeah.
And then they get to the window, they're in the comfort of their car. So they feel secure because they feel safe and secure driving their own vehicle. So they can say whatever they want to at the drive-through window. But also, it's just like, I'm so sorry, but like if not getting a piece of fucking cheese on your cheeseburger, or like you've asked for no pickles and it comes with a pickle, is the worst thing that ever happened to you.
That's what I think.
Make your own food at home, babe. Like and I so get it from the customer's perspective as well, that like you'd expect that everyone can do their job properly too.
We're all fucking
make sure,
human. Everyone's human.
Which I can understand, because from working there, it's actually not hard to read the instructions. Like if a burger comes through and says no pickles, why am I getting a pickle? So when I get a burger with a pickle on it and I've asked for no pickle, I'm usually like, that's annoying, because I know how easy it is to actually follow what's coming through. So I get it, but like, I'm not going to throw the fucking burger at the manager and scream at people and ask for a refund and demand
just bloody humans.
a remake.
My thing is, if you've been that let down so many times before, don't fucking go back.
Yeah.
Don't fucking go back. So that's my anti-royal flush.
Oh, sorry. I get riled up. I could talk about this all day, but we
me
need to wrap
too.
it up. We got to wrap it up.
Well, that's another episode done and dusted, Matt.
It wasn't much of an episode. I hope you enjoyed the Acras chat. Maybe in Close Friends we could talk about some trending things from the week.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Nah. Anyway, rate 5 stars. Follow us everywhere. Love your scrollers. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us once again. We'll see you on Friday for an episode of Close Friends. Anyway, love, better let you go. Wait, I said anyway, love. That's not right. I didn't say anyway, doll. Fuck, I'm still drunk. Anyway, Jarl, I better let you go. Oh my God, I've got shooting ass pain.